Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Epic Geek Out, the only show on the internet hosted by a couple of flesh-eating zombies. I'm your host Chad.
I'm your host Rob, and today we're going to be reviewing the video game Dead Island Riptide.
As always, you can check us out over at Twitter at Epic Geek Out. Also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/epicgeekout, and also check out the website, www.epicgeekout.com. But let's get into our review of Dead Island Riptide.
So today we're talking about Dead Island Riptide. It's a sequel to the pretty popular game Dead Island, obviously, released for the Xbox 360, PC, PS3. I think that's it. The original game came out a couple years ago. This is kind of revisiting the gameplay mechanics of the first one. The whole point of this game is it's a zombie RPG. So you're in a world that's overrun with zombies on an island, and it's overrun with zombies. And basically, you're a character. You can level up. You get skill points that you can allocate to different skill areas. You can upgrade your weapons, different RPG elements,
the weapons, and stuff. Yeah,
different RPG elements, but with zombies. So it's awesome. This game, the original game, caught a lot of attention from me because it had this really awesome trailer that was in reverse. It was very artistic and very cool.
Cinematic, yeah.
Unfortunately, I never checked out the game because some of the things that I saw about that game after that trailer were kind of less than delightful. But, you know, a lot of people do love the game.
And you can't get every game. I mean,
exactly,
it's one of those ones that slip by.
Yeah, so this kind of revisits the sort of same characters, but they end up on a different island now, and the same thing is happening, surprisingly enough, with zombies. So we played some of this game, the RPG. What did you think?
So, I mean, I think, you know, again, we didn't play the original, but I've heard, every good thing I've heard about this game is getting to play it with a friend.
Yes, there's co-op, which we didn't get to do.
Which we didn't get to do.
We never do.
Yeah, we never do because we rent the games and because we couldn't afford to buy all of them. So unfortunately, we didn't. You know, as a just to let you guys know, we didn't get a chance to play multiplayer. So our opinions may have changed if we had the chance to do that. So just basing this game off of its single player, I wouldn't go out and buy this game, which is kind of my litmus test for if the game is good or not. You know, to spend $60, I have to enjoy my time with it enough to want to spend that, and I just didn't get that. The graphics weren't up to what I expected. You know, a continuation of a game. You know, work on the graphics a little more. Have the dialogue, match up with the people's lips, so they're not just like flapping around. The story and the characters weren't engaging for me, just because I didn't know them, I guess, from the original. And they did try to reintroduce them to you with a lot of cutscenes in the beginning, like an overwhelming amount of cutscenes, which I felt that I had to watch. But since the cutscenes were kind of poorly made, it didn't make that enjoyable. So I wasn't enjoying my time learning about characters, and because of that, I didn't care about the characters, so that couldn't even make up for the kind of standard gameplay, in my opinion. So, this isn't a go out and buy kind of game for me, but if you enjoyed, the original, go out and get it. If you had a friend that you played it with and you enjoyed that, I'm sure you're going to enjoy this game, but, it just didn't hit the mark for me.
Yeah, and from all of that I hear, this is pretty much the same game as the first game. So all the problems from the first game are there. They didn't fix any of them, and all the good things about the first game are there. So, I mean, take that for what you will. From the standalone opinion of this game, yeah, the graphics were very poor and unfortunate. Because for me, when it sticks out to the point where it almost, like, I don't want to play it, I think that's bad.
Well, that's definitely bad.
Well, right, but I'm not like a graphics snob by any means, but I think that there's a point where I feel like I'm not playing a new game. It's a weird thing.
And you play games on your phone that
have better graphics.
That have graphics, or at least have a stylized nature to them, or something that
Yeah, I mean they're not great. It made the Xbox itself feel dated too. So I think with the next generation of consoles, I mean we're gonna get better graphics as a whole anyway. But I don't know if this was a limitation of the console or just the fact that they put this game together to get it out. The gameplay is fun. I like that you can pick different characters and they have different styles of gameplay. So you know, you have your range type character and your kind of like tankish character. So I liked that part of it. The RPG parts of it were great. I was struggling with like deciding which skills I wanted to attribute my points to, just because I thought a lot of them were really good, which is a good thing, because I hate when like you have a skill tree where there's an obvious right choice, or there's only one thing that I really want to do, so I'm just gonna put my points there, and then it's like, well, I don't care about this other stuff. Whereas this, I felt like there's a lot of different areas that I was interested in. I was like, oh, you know, I could. It made the decision hard, which made it a decision and not just arbitrary, you know. So. Yeah, I thought it was fun ripping zombies' limbs off and all that stuff. So it was fun, but not really all that. There wasn't that much there for me. And then you get a ton of quests and all that stuff, but you know, it's kind of the same thing, sort of rinse and repeat. And you know, if you like that, if you're really into it, it's definitely the game for you. But you know, the graphics, the story was not even great. The story was pretty bad. So I think that's part of the character issue that you had, but I think that overall it was just awful.
I feel like this could have been some DLC. I mean, in opposed to...
It didn't feel like a... And it's actually not the full price of a game, so it's not $60. I think it's like $40 on PC and $50 on Xbox. But they didn't even... Like, that alone tells you that this wasn't... They didn't feel like it was worth a price of a full game. So, you know, I think that's a telling sign. But,
yeah.
So it is Dead Island, and if you like the original, you're going to get more of the same. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. But for us, you know, maybe not.
It was a bad thing.
Run out and buy, but you know, I had some fun with it. So that's Dead Island Riptide. So it's that time of the episode where we like to give some thanks. Rob, what's your thanks today?
I just checked out a new comic. Well, new for me, old for others. It's one of the movies that Marvel has in the pipeline, so I figured let's get to know these characters before the movie gets made, so I can go into the movie with some knowledge, and it's The Runaways, which Brian K. Vaughan worked on it, and is a great story about these younger kids who get put in a situation and try to deal with it together. I've only just picked it up. I'm reading through the first book, I guess, that I got from the library, and really enjoying my time with it. It starts very creatively, introduces the characters really well, kind of gets you on their side very fast, and you're kind of introduced to what they're going to end up doing, and it's enjoyable. So I'm enjoying that. So check out The Runaways if you haven't already.
Awesome. So speaking of not great graphics games, there's a game that was out for the, I believe, NES, and it's getting a facelift. It's getting re-released this summer on Xbox. DuckTales.
Woohoo!
Yep. They are redoing DuckTales, and I am really excited. I remember playing that game, and it's awesome.
I played the hell out of a DuckTales handheld, which was only DuckTales, with like just the lines where you could only move right or left.
That's funny.
The hell out of that game, and it was awesome. Yes. I mean, ancient.
Yeah, and I used to play on Genesis Tailspin. Do you remember Tailspin? That was a great show too. But yeah, so DuckTales, they're just basically taking the game, updating the graphics, same sort of gameplay.
My game was Darkwing Duck.
Oh, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, never mind.
As well. That's good. It's a good game. All great games, all great cartoons. So that's coming out this summer. But thanks for watching this episode. As always, we really appreciate it. Leave comments below. Let us know what you thought of Dead Island. If you were a fan of the original, if you liked this better, didn't like it as much, let us know. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.